Welcome back, 3D students. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the hand we created earlier and attach it to your monster. And you can, of course, do this with any character you create as long as the number of polygons match up. So let's get started. So here's the monster we created earlier in a series of tutorials. So what I'm going to do is attach the hand to both arms. So in order to do this, the first thing we would do is import or merge the hand into our scene. So we're going to go to File, Import, Merge. And then I'm going to go find the file or the folder that has the monster hand that I created. I think it's this one right here. I'm going to open up the scene file and bring in the hand. And I'm going to click Auto Rename. And the hand is in here somewhere. If I select the Move tool, I can see that it's down there. So let's go to wireframe mode, turn off NURBS. There it is. I'm going to bring the hand out. And switch back to shading. Bring the hand up. Now remember, if you hold your hands out in front of you, your thumb faces inward towards your body. So make sure you have the hand oriented correctly. So he's going to be waving, so that means that the hand is going to be up and tilted this way a little bit. I'm going to switch to local coordinates so I can move it into place easier. And I think I might scale it up a little bit because I think it's going to go right there. Okay, so let's turn off NURBS if it's on. And you can see that the hand needs to be a lot bigger based on the size of the wrist. So let's scale it up some more. Oops. And then we need to attach the hand to the monster mesh. But before we do, let's make a copy and put it over here. So let's use the mirror tool with the hand selected. And we're going to mirror a copy in the X direction. And then let's switch to view coordinates and move that copy over. Now if your hand is laying down, if your hand is down at your side, switch back to local coordinates. If your hand is laying down at your side, your thumbs will be facing outward, like so. So let's sort of move that into place. I'm going to move this over and scale this one down a little bit and move it into place. We can probably do it about like that. It's just a matter of sort of trying to figure out how it would look. Okay, now we can attach the hands. They're basically in place here. Select your monster mesh. Click Attach, and then click each hand. And these are now part of your monster mesh. Turn off Attach, and then switch to polygon mode, and delete all the polygons on the arm that don't belong. You can switch to wireframe mode to get to them. Maybe do it from the other side. Zoom inside the hand to get them. Do the same thing here. Okay, I'm going to grow this selection, and then I'm going to deselect these. I think that's the easiest way to do that. Okay, now that I have a gap, I can switch back to default shading and weld it up. Okay, let's reposition this hand a little bit before we try to weld it. I'm going to switch to rotate, turn off angle snaps, rotate it a little bit more. Or switch to I'm going to switch to element mode, select the hand, and reposition it a little better. I think it should probably go like this. Just want to be sure I can see everything when I try to weld it together, because I can reposition it later. Okay, that's probably good. I'll switch to vertex mode and use target weld to weld it up. You can also weld edges, by the way. Okay, now that we have him all welded up, we can reshape and refine. And let's do the other side. Now that we've got the hands part of the mesh, we can begin to reshape them. I'm going to, let's see, I'll just select one of the fingers and the other fingers, and then grow the selection until I get basically the hand. And then you just simply have to reposition it as you want it to be. Now, we wouldn't do this if we were going to animate this creature. We would have bones inside it that would allow us to pose it. We wouldn't do it this way at all. But we can't have his arm going through his tentacle there, so I think we need to reconsider that. if you wanted the fingers to be bent, you would have to select one of the fingers, grow the selection, actually just get this much of it maybe, and switch to local coordinates, and then rotate that finger and move it a little bit. And then check him with NURMS, and there you go. Your monster has hands. See, I have a problem here, so I would need to The only other thing I would probably do is take these fingers and rotate them in a little bit like I did the hands here, but I'm not going to make you watch me do that. That is how you import your hand that you created into your scene and attach it to a character. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.